Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today I am going to make a hand-tied all white bridesmaids bouquet. For the new year, I'm kind of sectioning off and doing little series for each month. So this series in January is all white. So I'm going to do various all white bouquets. I have a centerpiece and I got some corsage and a boutonniere coming up too. But like I said, today we are doing a hand-tied, all white bridesmaids bouquet. So of course I'm using artificial flowers here. I got all these flowers at my favorite store, Hobby Lobby. I'm going through and just kind of prepping everything. And by prepping, I mean I'm kind of breaking off flowers from their bushels there and cutting them down to what I like to say are bite-sized chunks, so it's easier to work with and I can kind of control them a little bit better. I'm trying to determine which flowers I'm going to be using in the bouquet, and I really love the look of these tulips. I did have to fix one of them as the petal got bent, so just a little hot glue took care of that. Um, but I love the texture of the tulips, and it looks so fresh and just so pure that I don't really want to add too many flowers to it. So ultimately, I decided to go with some baby's breath and then greenery. And the greenery is going to be the leaves of the hydrangea bushes there. So what I take is, or what I do is, I take my wire. I'm going to kind of make a hairpin out of it. This wire was a little bit thicker, so it should be probably like around a 20 gauge would be my guess. And so I take the hairpin, and now I'm going to use it to connect um, the leaf to the wire. So I just kind of straddle the little stem of the leaf there with the wire, and then I twist it around itself. It usually holds really well. As you can see, it's got a nice grip on there. And if you wanted a little bit of control on the wire, you could have left the loop or the top of the pin a little higher up in the back of the leaf and add a little hot glue. And then all of a sudden you got a way of bending that leaf in the direction you want. I'm going to use my wax floral tape there, as you see, and then that's going to help secure the wire to the leaf. It also hides your mechanics so nobody knows your secrets, and you can just have the full beauty of the bouquet be a mystery. So I'm going to go ahead and do, I think, about 6 of these right now. I'm just going to probably make more than what I need. You can always use them with other projects, and it's always there just in case. The last thing you want is to be in the middle of a hand-tied bouquet, and then all of a sudden you need to cut down a stem or rewire something, and then you got to set down your bouquet. That's like, for me, the worst thought is having to let go of a hand-tied bouquet when you have it perfect, but just not ready to tie off yet. So, and then the wax floral tape, it comes in different colors. So I think I show a little bit later here that you can use like a lighter green. It also comes in brown, white, black. I did see at Hobby Lobby that they have, it's not actually wax floral tape, but it's a tape that you can put over the stems of flowers or boutonnieres or corsages, but that comes in like a glitter gold or a glitter silver. So there's just various things you can do with the tape, and it's always good to have on hand, and very handy to have. So I'm going to start out very simple. I know I broke apart this tulip bouquet just to put it right back together, but I do want a little twist in those stems. I want to stagger my heads a bit more, and then establish a good gripping place to put the handle. And rather than working the baby's breath throughout the bouquet, I'm going to make a collar up around the outside. And you could do the same technique with greenery. Spiral eucalyptus is really cool to make a collar out of. If you have smaller flowers too, or just something that's not going to take away from your focal flower along the outside there. just kind of gives it a nice base, a little bit of interest, and makes bouquet a little bit fuller. And then I put my leaves on the outside, um, and I have the front of the leaves facing out. If you happen to watch the all white cascading bouquet there, I did the same thing on the bottom of the bouquet holder where the darkest green of the leaf is facing out and you can't see um, the plastic backing on the leaf itself. Again, just makes it a little bit nicer, kind of hides the mechanics there, gives it that base, kind of a definite ending point. As you can see, I got two different greens, and I'm going to go with more of like that army green color because it matches the stems of the tulips a bit more. So what I had done was tied it off with a chenille stem or a pipe cleaner, however you want to call it. And then I tied that real tight, and now I want to hide the wire on it. So I'm going to cover it with the wax floral tape. We'll hold it tight and hide the mechanics. So two very important things that I can't stress enough. And from here, you could do a ribbon treatment up and down the handle. I really like the natural way that the stems of those tulips look, so I'm not going to do anything decorative along the base there, but you can see I have the wire hidden, and instead of doing like an intricate kind of crisscross on the stem, I'm going to do just a simple little shoe tie bow. I'm going to wrap around my wax floral tape there a couple of times so I can get a bit of a thicker band where it's going to be held, and it also kind of hides the wax floral tape too. Just tie it off with a double knot. And from here you can make a big bow, a little bow. Like I said, I'm just doing a shoestring bow, and I'm just going to tie it right into that knot there. You could wire off the ribbon, the bow itself, if you wanted to, but I find sometimes it makes it kind of bulky and pokey. So, but there we go. We've got pretty shoestring bow, some long little tails on it, and then you can carry your tulip bouquet in the front or off to the side. But made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching.